I am thy mate, I am thy man, goat of thy flock, I am gold, I am gold. Flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod, with hoofs of steel I race on the rocks, through solstice stubborn to equinox. And I rave and I rape and I rip and I rend, everlasting world without end. Mannequin maiden, maiden man, in the might of Pan, Eo Pan, Eo Pan, Pan, Eo Pan. Give me the side of the open eye, and the token erect of thorny thigh, and the word of madness and mystery. Eopan, 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 pam, 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 I am a do as thou wilt, as a great God can. Oh, Pan, Eopan, 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 pam, 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 I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw, the great beast come, Eopan, I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pan, Eopan, Eopan, Pan, 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 Pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man, goat of thy flock, I am gold, I am God, flesh to thy bone, flower to thy God, with hoofs of steel I race on the rocks, through solstice stubborn to equinox, and I rave and I rave and I rave and I rend, everlasting world without end. Mannequin maiden, maynard man, in the might of Pan. Eopan, Eopan, han, 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 han. Eopan, Eopan, han, 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 han. Eopan, sign of the open eye, and the token erect of thorny thigh, and the word of madness and mystery. Oh, Pan, Eopan, 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 pam, 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 I am a man. Do as thou wilt, as a great God can. Oh, Pan, Eopan, 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 pam, 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 I am a gods withdraw, the great beast on me upon. I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Eopan, Eopan, pan, 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 pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man. God of thy flock, I am God, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod. With hoofs of steel, I race on the rocks. Through solstice summer to equinox, and I rave, and I rave, and I rip, and I rend, everlasting world without end. Mannequin, maiden, 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 the might of Pan. Eopan, 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 pam, 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 Eopan. Give me the sign of the open eye, and the token next of thine, and the word of madness and mystery. Eopan, 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 pan, 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 Eopan, Eopan, pan, pan. I am a man. Pan, pan, Eopan, Eopan, pan. True as the wild as a great God can. The snake, the eagle slashes with beak and claw, the gods withdraw, the great one. Eopan, 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 pan, pan, Eopan, Eopan, pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man. God of thy flock, I am gold, I am gold. Flesh to thy bone, flower to thy land. Hoofs of steel, I race on the rocks. The solstice common to equinox. And I rave, and I rape, and I am dead on the might of Pan. Eopan, 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 pan, pan. Eopan, pan, pan, Eopan. Give me the sign of the open eye, and the token erect of thorny thigh, and the word of madness and mystery. Eopan, Eopan, pan, 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 Eopan, pan, 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 Eopan, pan, pan. I am a man. Do as thou wilt, as a great God can. Eopan, pan, 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 oh, pan, 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 I am away. The gods withdraw. great beast coming upon, I am born to die on the hold of the unicorn. I am flower to thy rod, with hoofs of steel I race on the rocks, through solstice stubborn to equinox, and I rape and I rape and I rip and I rend, everlasting world without end. I kill maiden, maiden man in the mire of give me the sign of the open eye, the token erect of thorny thigh, and a word of madness and mystery, O Pan, O Pan, do as thou wilt, as a great God can. Oh, including you.
You
we can find let's suppose
I agree with the point. You're just talking. I am just talking. I'm gonna finish just talking, okay? Let's say CEO, let's say something happens so egregious the CEO is offended and he leaves tomorrow. We can find another CEO. He's not special. Right. So ultimately, like, the point that I'm making isn't about people like CEO, but the question is, like, the turnover rate at journalism. Is there anything that, like, can be done about this? I'm giving sort of like the middleman sort of like discussion here that you people are so scared to fucking engage with and want to hyper focus on quote unquote Jessica as if she's some big issue. Although this discussion actually started with no problem. Although this actual issue started with Daryl, if you remember, right? I was making a broader point about how it's interesting. The whole issue started with Daryl, though, just now. I'm talking about today, right? So I was making a point. I asked Dawn, hey, Dawn, are you there? Did you see what just happened with Daryl, right? And then I proceeded to give, like, a recounting of events, right? About who? About who?
Daryl.
No, about Jessica.
Oh, my God. Okay. True or false? Dawn, when I asked you just now, right, did you see what just happened? Was I not talking about Daryl?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Did I not proceed?
Then afterwards,
Nathan, all this to avoid answering my question. Did you notice this?
Yeah,
No. Sorry. I didn't. Just to be clear, I wasn't avoiding asking CEO's question. I said I reject the presupposition in his question, and he doesn't want to address the presupposition there.
Didn't he then proceed to talk about how similar the two actions were between Jessica and Daryl?
Yes, that did happen.
Yes.
Yes, you know why? Because which action happened first? The action between Jessica. So Jessica was based on this whole thing. This is always about that woman. It's always about.
We could make it about a different woman, though.
In the back for that woman. I know this was the listen. Even
fucking
Let's make it about me. Oh, don't go.
listen.
Let's make it about Alaska. Let's actually do that.
Yes, I'll see you. Was
suffered a lot of. Make it about
Yes, we can also make it about Dom.
Just our CEO was just about to line you up, bro, and
because he knows that it is about the people. Like,
Of course you think that. You and CEO are intellectually the same.
It's like,
Whoa.
That's like our CEO was about to line you up when you. That's our CEO was about to line you up, bro, and just pointed out that it's all to be about Jessica, and you stopped him, and you stopped on the Samoa show. The same thing.
Yeah, why Samoa kept it straight? What the fuck? Listen. I understand.
You talk a lot. I understand. Let me just say a word. You is something you do a lot.
You said a word. Now you're done. So real quick, I understand that there's unity. The bald gang. It's so effective. It's not for you, it's for Nathan. Nathan is in denial about his baldness. You're perfectly fine with your baldness. That's why you've done nothing to correct it. Okay, so real quick.
You literally got me wrong.
I understand.
I'm the one who actually got the influence.
I'm sorry. I got you. You've done something about your baldness? I'm sorry. Sometimes I throw a shoe out. Sometimes I throw something out. I don't expect. I didn't. You know something? I throw something out and then a dog hollers in the distance. That's not my bad, CEO. Key paragraphs, points, evidence, explanation. Turns out that a lot of people aren't really familiar with, which is fine. The Jessica thing was the evidence, but not the. To say that the point is about the Jessica thing means that you completely missed what we're talking about here, because I started by focusing in on what just happened with Daryl. But if the Jessica thing makes you uncomfortable, let's put Jessica aside for a second. Let's talk about Dawn. Same exact phenomenon that I was like criticizing here happened with fucking Dawn. Ultimately, when all is said and done, people forget that, right? Like, Dawn at some point asked for people to stop calling her racist. Nobody did. And she just had to fucking toughen up, right? She just had to fucking toughen up. It is what it is. You're not allowed to have these secret concepts in particular space.
No one believes.
I know, that's what's horrific. That's what's horrific about this. The people didn't start out by believing Dawn was a racist, right?
Yes, they did. No, they did.
What? Before Dawn was ever born, people thought she was a racist?
Yes.
Okay, you can see, before Dawn ever got out, she was just a sweet matriarch.
Since Nick
Fuentes. Okay. Was Inca calling her racist before Nick Fuentes, the Nick Fuentes incident?
He discovered it afterwards. That's true.
No. Oh my God. Okay.
Narrative.
Oh my God. Okay.
Look, if a person, let me ask this question.
He's not. This is not a serious discussion.
Let me ask you
this was 7 weeks ago when Dawn asked Incan, can you stop? Incan was calling. Dawn a racist. Incan was calling Dawn a racist, right on the back of like some inside joke about like Native America because something that like she said about.
He turns into two people, so you gotta keep on chopping until they can't keep up.
I'm a Hydra, nigga. You would never confuse me.
You know what? I am going to.
What the fuck is going on?
Huey, I am going to.
What do you, nigga?
Hey, Huey, I'm going to congratulate you. If I ever have a client in crisis and they really did something wrong, I'm going to get you to be the spokesperson because you're such a derail. I mean, your derailing skills are incredible. No, I'm just making up the game, bro. It's good. You have great derail skills. Correct.
The problem is, CEO, there's like a level of wit required. Listen. There's a level of wit listen. There's a level of wit required, right, to be passive aggressive and entertaining. I don't know you can do the second part of your passive aggressive stuff, CEO. Like, I don't think you're built for this, right? I think
I was being
you're
literal.
relatively.
I
I understand. I think you're a relatively successful individual, but I don't think that success is as a function of your intelligence. I think it's as a function of like your ability to be next to other successful people. I think that's your whole stick. I think that's your entire actual brand. So I think you're very good at this. But like, I'm gonna need you to hang. I'm gonna need you to.
Did you build a business? Did you build a business?
Yes. Yes.
Then that's it. And how much does it do a year in revenue?
Go ask it. I don't know. So real quick. So real quick.
So real quick. What are the awards you have? What are the awards you have? Would you like to do a resume? Would you like to do a resume?
No, right. But
Let's do a resume comparison. How's that?
But the crazy thing is, the flex you're about to try and do is let's compare resume. When my entire criticism of you is that like you're an incredibly successful individual, but not as a function of your intelligence. How are you going to prove your intelligence to me by showing me your success? Do you see how that works? Like you literally just proved it to me, right, in real time, that you're not actually as smart. No problem. My criticism is that you're successful, and you're probably successful not because you're smart though. So you have to show me that you are smart, not that you're successful.
Yeah, I built a new industry. I built 2 new industries.
He's not tracking, is he? He's not tracking.
2 new industries.
Timothy, do you understand what I'm saying, Timothy?
Is it smart to build 2 new industries, Huey? Is that smart? Yes or no?
Timothy, do you understand what I'm saying?
Is it smart to build a new industry?
I've already acknowledged that this is a successful individual, and I said I suspect that
Does it take its
not
health?
Point of moderation. Now, we can settle this one way. So look, CEO, your whole thing is advertising and marketing. You know who else this whole thing is advertising and marketing? That's over the debate. Being over the debate off, bro. Based on marketing.
It's not derailed, because Nate, let's finish you and I. Let's finish our smoke.
The soul's already out.
No. You know what? I'm terribly. Listen. Real quick. Nate. Let us finish our discussion because he's one of the dingleberries, the strangler, sort of just hanging on. Okay. We'll deal with him shortly. I promise. I'm not dispense with him. But
Trust me, I know.
No problem. No problem. Let's talk about fucking the chillers in the show. Unless you don't want to talk about it. Listen. If you don't want to talk about it, just say so. I'll let it go.
You know what? It isn't an issue. It's just about Jessica. So
I understand.
You want to talk about the Jessica situation?
Just the Jessica situation, so you don't want to talk about the rest of the chillism situation that also affects Dawn and other people.
That's you trying to deflect, bro.
I'm not trying to deflect. I'm trying to confirm that you only want to talk about the Jessica thing.
I feel like you should title this segment on racism and race mixing.
That's a good one.
You know, I don't really agree with race mixing, so I prefer if we didn't to talk about that.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yo, Timothy, you ever watch the
Yeah, somebody click that.
You remember, like right at the end, before they had
The street fighting in the gladiator.
He's talking about Maximus Decimus Aurelius. Or no.
Yeah, I see that.
Aurelius.
Okay, that's fine.
Aurelius.
You remember when he got and he was the one smiling instead? You remember that?
Yeah.
Look at who we picture, bro. It's the same.
Yo, what did you do? Did you feed it a picture of Huey and you and say, make this guy look shorter?
And he took my hair away. I don't know why he made me bald. Like,
Yo, hey, you should apologize.
Skin to skin contact.
You should apologize to the CEO for pulling him board, bro. That's fucked up.
I didn't. I thought so. I you know what? Okay, I will apologize. My apologies, CEO, for calling you bald.
Shep, I have a question for you, and there's a moment on this.
Come on, CEO. Accept that was a sincere apology, bro.
Oh, no. It's all good. It's just Huey wants to play like a game in terms of how he debates, and I'm just not interested in playing. I could derail and gaslight and all this and that. just not of interest. So that's what my agitation is. Not that I couldn't do it. I mean, damn, I studied political science and I got my master's in public administration and I used to work in politics. I could do that all day long. It's just uninteresting. But he always thinks he's winning because he's playing a game I don't feel like doing. So that's my agitation.
Oh, I'm sorry you're agitated. I apologize.
Wait, so what is you and Nathan?
Chef, are you by your phone?
That's simple. Is
No,
that simple
they-
just to say, hey, I'm agitated, leave me alone, like stop? Is it that
With
simple
me?
in here?
No, not in here, Don. With me, yes. With me, yes. Especially given that wasn't my focus to begin with. But let's be clear, Don. The shit you're about to receive from me in the coming weeks isn't going to be that simple too.
Why? Why, Huey?
We can cover it, but I'm not gonna lie. We'll cover it. No, it's not Jessica. Bro, Nick, you know what it's about. Like, it's about that Black Brotherhood comment that you posted in the chat. I didn't appreciate that, and but it is what it is, right? And I also don't appreciate being gaslit about what that's about. So it is what it is.
Yo, wait. What are you and Nate gonna debate right now, though? Like this, so.
No, we weren't. Nick. I was originally talking to somebody else before Nate, so no.
All right, but let's do who's better. Who shows more affection? Huey to Jessica or Nate to Mama? Go.
All right, Chef, are you by your phone?
I'll treat Momo better, but I learned the hard way that Momo isn't somebody you want to treat well.
Keep the street.
Hey, you wrote in the chat earlier, you wrote in the structural inherent that there,
And Monica, by the way, that's 17.
and I can't find what that means. Can you tell me?
Yeah, look up structural inherency. Is what you need to look at. Basically, when the system is perfect, but the leadership is corrupt, that causes growth.
I can't hear. Someone's singing. Who's singing? And why are y'all adding to the singing when I'm trying to get educated?
It's
You come in between me and my left knee, Hubert? Is that wise, Hubert?
You know what? It might be wise, Monica, if you think about it, because I feel like you're getting educated on everything else but to be better to black people. So, fuck it.
Yeah. Comic music. That's what Monica wants to do.
Y'all funny, bro.
Do y'all want to hear what Monica says when she's not being performative?
Yeah.
So, Dan and I were in a room with her late one night. It was a few years ago. And I said, and there was only 5 people in the room. I said, what's one thing you learned about race on Clubhouse? And she said, you shouldn't say that you don't see color because everyone's color is valuable.
That's awesome. What? I think that's nice. That's the nicest thing.
I think
I thought that was going somewhere else.
It's not right, but the thing is, the reason that's
Wait,
kind
hold on,
of,
three.
the reason that's kind of
One,
enough.
2, 3, up.
What are you doing?
Oh, come off me.
Yeah, you're off
That's
me.
all.
No, I was gonna say that's a bit of a nothing burger, though, isn't it? Because it's like, well, if you're like a racist and you think there's a racial hierarchy, then saying like every race has value and just being like, you got black have to lead.
You made that horrible.
No, I'm just saying that she doesn't really help. Like, she doesn't rule herself out of the racism group by saying that. That's how you know you have a fucked up presence on the internet. But that's the nicest thing a motherfucker can say. He tried his best to exonerate her, and that's all he could come out. He turned his pockets out, and that's all he had, like 5 cents.
Yo, who he was just giggling right there? Apple? That's the same thing he said we're trying to do to Jessica. That right there. That's what he's.
I am awake in the grip of the snake.
slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw, the great beasts come, your pan. I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am I am thy knight, I am thy man, goat of thy flock, I am gold, I am God, flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod, with hoofs of steel I race on the rocks, through solstice stubborn to equinox, and I rave, and I rip, and I rip, and I rant, everlasting world without end. Mannequin, maiden, man. In the might of Pan. Be your Pan. Be your Pan, Pan, Pan. Be your Pan. Be your Pan.
Give me the sign of the open eye and the token erect of thorny thigh and the word of madness and mystery. Oh, Pani, oh, Pani, oh, Pani, oh, Pan, 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 Pan. I am a man. Do as thou wilt, as a great God can. Oh, Pani, oh, Pani, oh, Pani, oh, Pan, Pan, Pan. I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. The great beast come me upon. I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pani, oh, Pani, oh, Pan, Pan, Pan. I am thy maid, I am thy man, God of thy flock, I am God, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod, with hoofs of steel I race on the rocks, through solstice stubborn to equinox, and I rave and I rip and I rip and I rend, everlasting world without end. Mannequin, maiden, maiden, man in the might of Pani, oh, Pani, oh, Pan, Pan, Pani, oh, Pan.
Give me the sign of the open eye and the token erect of thorny thigh and the word of madness and mystery. O Pani, O Pan, we O Pani, O Pan, 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 Pan. I am a man. Do as thou wilt, as a great God can. O Pani, O Pani, O Pan. Be O Pani, O Pan, Pan. I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. The great beasts come. The
through solstice, stubborn to equinox, and I rave, and I rape, and I rip, and I rend. Everlasting world without end, mannequin, maiden, maided man, in the might of Pan, Eopan, 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 Pan, Pan, Eopan. Give me the sign of the open eye, and the token erect of thorny pie, and the word of madness and mystery. Oh, Pan, Eopan, 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 Pan, 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 I am a man. Do as thou wilt, as a great God can, oh, Pan. Eopan, 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 Pan. I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. The great beast comes. Eopan, I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pan. Eopan, Eopan, Pan, Pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man. Gold of thy flock, I am gold, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod. With hooves of steel I race on the rocks. Through solstice stubborn to equinox. And I rave, and I rape, and I rip, and I rend. Everlasting world without end. Mannequin, maiden, 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 man in the mind of Pan. Eopan, Eopan, Pan, Pan, Eopan. Eopan.
Hoy, 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 There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs in hands, hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen turn inwardness, no palaces. Sixth on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy prolong, thy meditation steep and strong. Saying even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last, all these things in one power, timed at the midnight blossom flower. The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master, I reveal. Thy radiance that rolls afar, O brother of the silver star. Krali, ha ha. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow. So let thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs, enhance hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward midst no atom of analysis. Sixth on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind.
So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next till that ecstasy prolong thy meditation steep and strong. Slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one o'erpowered time that the midnight blossom flowered. The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's sparkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of its high consciousness. Here's to the heart I leave thee here, thou art the silver There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swaying softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observance entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance, hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward miss, no atom of analysis, sixth on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind, sound like a flame straight and unstuck, burn up thy being in one word. Should he distract thy attention from the chosen act? Lost all these things in one overpowered time that the midnight blossom flood. The oneness is yes, even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression shoot, thy glance to rapture's darkling roots, discarding informed sight and stress, even of this high consciousness. Yes, the heart I leave thee here, thou fool, O brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements aboard. The fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs, enhance hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inwardness. No atom of analysis, fixed on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame, straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy prolong, thy meditation steep and strong. Slaying even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Blast all these things in one or power, time that the midnight blossom flowered. The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shew thy glance to rapture's darkling root. Discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this my consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere, thy radiance of There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm.
Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound.
Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity.
Watch every thought that springs, enhance hour after hour thy vigilance. Intense and keen, turned inwardness, no atom of analysis. Sixth, on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind.
So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy prolong, thy meditation steep and strong, slaying even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen act.
Past all these things in one o'erpowered, time that the midnight blossom flowered.
The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss.
If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root.
Discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness.
To the heart I leave thee here, thou master, I reveal the silver star. Early
There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Cause rigid thus thou mayst abort the figured waves that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs, enhance hour after hour thy vigilance. Intense and keen of inwardness, no atom of analysis. Sixth, on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. Soar like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy prolong, thy meditation steep and strong, slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last, all these things in one are powered, time that the midnight blossom flowered. The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling room. Discarding name, form, sight, and stress,
I revere thy radiance that rolls afar, O brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of weight.
I don't know. It's fine. I forgot.
Okay, just out of curiosity too.
It's not going to be about any audio. You can throw the audio out. It's going to be about that body. And that body is going to tell a whole fucking different story. The toxicology reports and those lungs.
Brett Favre, Monica.
No. Florida man, what I mean, what were you on Clubhouse?
No, that was my name on Clubhouse.
You were Brett?
Correct.
Yeah, like Barrett, like a Barrett.
No, like Brett Favre. Yeah, like Brett Favre.
No, like with a girl's hairpiece. Barrett.
Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah.
Well, you don't believe that?
Hey, all I'm saying is that.
Wait, hold on. You don't believe it?
I don't know what I believe, brother, so that's just what it is. You're not my brother either, I apologize. But no, the reality of it is this. The reality of it is this, that you don't need any recordings. The body is going to tell the story. Right. And that's what's going to motherfucking sink their quote-unquote ship.
So what happens to your story when it's told that nothing happened on the boat and everything happened